Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this fine world of ours. I am Nullius Verba. How are you guys doing today? It is the weekend. It is fairly chill. I don't even have to turn on my air conditioning today. I'm fairly happy today. I'm doing pretty good. But how are you guys doing? Hopefully not having to work weekends, not having to go to summer school or anything like that. I'm really hoping not. How you guys doing? I am ready to do some grinding for today. I'll introduce you to my team once we get like a picnic or a wash station thing going on. But for now, we're just going to grind for a little bit. Hopefully you can see. Hopefully, I think it's 60 FPS on my end at the very least. I was worried that we weren't going to get any frames or any good visuals on this today. But having some issues plugging my Switch 2 to my computer and dropping frames, not quite working right, but all of a sudden it's working pretty good. So without further ado, I don't have much to talk about, like no updates for me too much. I've been doing all right. We're just gonna, oh, I didn't have to go all the way down there. We're just gonna hop right into it. I'm sorry? Oh, that's the, Oh god. First topic. Xbox controllers versus Switch controllers. I mean, I understand they have to be different for like copyright reasons and whatnot. But come on, dude. Like, Switch couldn't come up with like their own little system. Like, why is it that they have to do almost exactly an Xbox controller layout, but just opposite? Like, I understand they can't do the exact same thing, but come on, bro. There's 4 buttons in a diamond shape. There's one top button, one bottom button, one right button, one left button. Top is X, right is A, bottom is B, left is Y on the Switch controllers. On the Xbox controllers, Y is top, B is right, A is bottom, and X is left. And I use Switch controllers and Xbox controllers primarily for my gaming needs. So this throws me off plenty, and I hate it. I mean, I'm pretty sure if Nintendo tried to do exactly the same as Xbox, they might get a lawsuit on their hands, especially in Japan where lawsuits and copyright practices are a bit different than in the States. I can kind of understand some hesitancy. So let's see. We've got some goals to do. As you can see, let's see if I can find my mouse. Yeah, I can see it on my end at the very least. As you can see, we have no blueberry points or barbecue points, whatever baloney they called us. So it is our job today to do a lot of that. So we're going to do catch one. Go to the coastal biome and take a picture, terrestrialize the defeat. So let's go straight to coastal. And as for what we're going to do today, beyond grinding, I'm going to do my best to just do train of thought gaps. I need the practice because if you see my Twitter, my Blue Sky, and YouTube and stuff all like that, you know I'm fairly shy and withdrawn. I don't have lots of friends on IRL. I don't do lots of talking IRL if I don't have to. Why use many word when one word do trick? Stuff like that. So I'm just going to let my stream of consciousness take me to places I would normally go. So first off, the beach. Me and my family would go here somewhat regularly when we had excuses. Like, I think I've said before on previous streams that I have a little brother with special needs. We went to a summer camp for folks with special needs, and they gave out discounts for folks with special needs and like siblings. I'm assuming the reason they did that is because, you know, sometimes the siblings will imprint or be specifically attached to their brothers, sisters, whoever it might be. So I'm assuming that's why they gave out the discount. So I got to go for free or discounted, which was not that bad. It was kind of fun. I mostly enjoyed going there and doing like the arts and crafts activities because they had stuff like pottery, paper mache, all sorts of good stuff. I still have the pots and jars and little things I made from that camp on my desk right now. I can look at them right now. Like, I have 3 of them still. One of them is holding my pens. One of them is holding my keys. One of them is holding my my jewelry bracelets and necklaces. But after a certain point, I think I got too old, or I think they just stopped getting at the discount at a certain point, so I couldn't go there anymore, which sucked. That's why I transitioned into being a counselor, so all's well that ends well. Catch, sneak up, terrestrialize. I think we can do all 3 if we go over to that guy over there. Gotta be careful with the sneak, though. Alright. I think this guy over here is still a Trumbeak. It's still a Trumbeak. I'm gonna try and go to the far end of the island and sneak up on him. Though, of course, let's try the other side since he's just turned around. Right, crouch. You're a sneaky assassin. Shine! There we go. Alright, let's see what Terra type he is. I'll make our job easy or hard. Easy. Alright. Our job's gonna be fairly easy. That's good, that's good. Alright, my Skarmory. I like my baby Skarmory here. I know most people like pick out like meta viable Pokemon, strong Pokemon, things like that. I like my little dude. I like Skarmory a lot. Like, I'll be honest, if I didn't find this shiny one in Pokemon Go one day while I was driving, don't talk about that. But if I hadn't found this shiny one, I probably wouldn't be using a Skarmory on my team. I think half of, if not all, my guys are shiny at this point. I'll take a look later, but I think most of them are shiny. Okay. Ultra Ball, please. I'm not. Whoa. Not using a Master Ball on a Trumbeak. Yes. There we go. Easy. It's 3 quests done in 1. Very good. Okay, let's see what we got now. Don't want to nickname it. Let's see. Savannah, pick shit up, and Terrasta. Oh, I didn't defeat him! Oh, Jesus. Whatever. But back to the beach. Do you guys go to the beach often? I know some folks like live in like central breadbaskets, you know, heartland sort of stuff, USA, or landlocked regions. Maybe don't have the time or the money to go to the beach. I was not necessarily a beach person. The only way my parents could convince me to go to the beach, or even just to like a coastal place in general, is if there was shopping and food to do. Like, just tell me there's good chicken and tenders and fries there, and I'm sold. Like, you can stop yapping, Mom and Dad. I got it. But beyond that, I never really did actual, like, proper beach stuff. The ocean was too icky for me. It wasn't clean and sanitized like a pool was. Like, it had seaweed and driftwood and fish pee in it. Though, to be fair, if you're going to use the analogy of, like, the ocean's full of fish pee, you're going to have to be comfortable with the fact that the air is full of human poop particles. Like, it's not densely packed. Like, it's very, very dispersed. Savannah. Let's go to Savannah real quick. But you're going to be okay with the fact that the air has poop particles in it. It's like 1 part per trillion or whatever it is. I'm not a scientist. Don't take my word for that on that one, but fish pee is not that expansive. It's not taking up so much of the ocean that, like, you couldn't go swimming in it. Oh, hello, Giraffe Rig. Whoa. Stinker. Hold on. I just need a picture, not a battle. Though, if I swear to God, you do that again, I'm going to battle you, and I'm going to kick your butt. There we go. Catch, terrestrialize. But as for the beach, my dad, I remember when we were younger, me and my mom and my dad were divorced, and we would go visitation and visit my dad like every other week. And I mean, when we were younger, me and my little brother, he would take us to the beach. Not to do anything in particular, just to walk around. It was most of the time we took us to the arcade, though. Because, again, me and my little brother weren't really into beach stuff and swimming and tanning on the beach. I remember there was this one time he took us. I think it was like in the middle of winter, fairly cold, gloomy, overcast. And we found horseshoe crabs. I think I had learned in my science class recently that, not recently today, but recently back then, that they had blue blood. Which I thought was pretty neat. I don't know what the science behind that is. I think it's like, if the organism isn't like a carbon-based organism, it has different colored blood. Because the reason most living things on Earth have red blood is because they're carbon-based life forms. The scientists in the chat feel free to debunk me on that one. But apparently it's because horseshoe crabs aren't carbon-based. They're something else-based. Again, I could be wrong on that, but I'm going to be disproven. All right, there you go. Van on that. Picture. Good. A bitter sandwich. Oh. Do any of you like bitter sandwiches? Like, it feels really dumb sometimes. What happens in this game is it will give you these quests after you, like, hold on real quick. If you can see up here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slots here. When you do 10 of these little quests in a row, it'll give you one of these quests for more BP. And I don't know why, but it gives me make a bitter sandwich, make a sour sandwich. Like, who wants that? Like, dude, that's just weird and fucked up. Okay, ignore this draft rig. Hope it runs away. You know what? No, I'm going to terrestrialize and kick your ass. Because you are now bothering me. What's that behind me? Oh, it's a crocodile. It's cool. Okay. Terrestrialize and defeat you. Sandwiches. I don't know why, but I'm not very good with sandwiches. As a kid, I remember my mom told me that the only thing I would eat, just like for lunch, was potato rolls and like grape jelly. If it was anything but that, little Nullius wouldn't eat it. For whatever reason. I still don't know why that was the case, though I remember it tasting really good. Because for whatever reason, potato rolls taste really yummy. I don't know if it's like extra starch, sugar, salt, sodium, MSG, or what have you. I just find it really weird. Have I caught a crocodile? I have. Pardon me, ma'am. I'm taking pictures. There we go. Well, I missed the breviary, but whatever. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off, nerd. Go away. I'm not talking to you. Oh, you know what? Actually, stay right there. Okay, auto battles, sneak up, water type. I mean, I know, like, on sandwiches, they're very versatile. There's a lot you can do with them. And most folks, just in the Western world, sandwich is the default food. Like, you can basically make anything a sandwich. It's literally just put something between two pieces of bread and boom, sandwich is made. I think there was that whole debate a while back about whether a hot dog was a sandwich. Which I think Food Theory, Matt Pat's food-centric theory channel, I think they confirmed that, yeah, based on the definition of a sandwich in the Merriam-Webster dictionary or whatever, a hot dog does technically count as a sandwich. But for sandwiches, you can do so much. Like, you can put like chicken breasts in there with lettuce, tomato. You can make a BLT. You can make cheese and ham sandwich, basic stuff. Like, even the most basic I've seen is like a Lunchables with like a cracker, ham, and cheese. That's still technically a sandwich. But little Nullius, and even adult Nullius, doesn't do too well with sandwiches. Like, if I want to make a sandwich, I basically want to make a burger. Because it's... You want to, like, pack the nutrients in. If I ever make... I made sandwiches before. I like to do it with homemade bread, which wasn't always sturdy, but it was nicer. It had better thought put into it, I think. Did I already do the auto thing? Yeah, I did, okay. Sneak up, water, ground. Let's find a little nice little spot and make a sandwich. But, again, as for little Nullius, as for current Nullius, I have to go big or go home. Like, people can make like a chicken slice sandwich with cheese or ham and pepperoni or what have you, and I can't do that. I just get like flashbacks to like awful sandwiches from like my past, and they stink. Oh no! Now I remember why. It was because when I was a kid, I went into like a daycare program thing with Jiggy. Wait, I need sour, right? What was it? No, bitter. Okay, bitter. Okay, I'll pause the story real quick. Where's the bitter stuff? Bitter. I think this. Let's just go for these two. Where's the bitter stuff? Spicy, salty, sweet and sour. sour, bitter. I don't like the idea of putting olive oil and marmalade on a sandwich, but what can you do? All right, now let's see if we can make sure it doesn't fall off. Because again, I love this game, but the most frustrating thing is you make a really good like sandwich, like Shaggy and Scooby-Doo would be proud to eat it, and then you can't make it stack, and you can't like make it without everything falling off, which I hate so much. Because my favorite thing to make into this game, whenever I get a quest for like, make a sandwich with at least 3 ingredients, is just making a BLT. Like that's the simplest thing ever. Like a BLT with cheese. Just make that. But every time they have to have the bacon stacked stupid high. Like you're packing it for like Union Army soldiers. And no matter what I do, something always falls off. Like watch this. Something's about to fall off right now. Hold on. Don't count it out yet. Yep, there goes the something that fell off. This is what always happens. The top half constantly falls off. Like this would look like a decent sandwich. If a bit weird. If the top half just stayed on. Like Nintendo, I want to physically reach my hand through the screen right now and fix this. This is a crime. Come on. Hello there, 6 coins. The BP adventure just started. I think I'm at like 200 right now. Let me see. Also, you can actually toss the top bread and it won't affect your sandwich. Yeah, I'm not worried about like stats and things like that. It's just the perfectionist in me wants it to work, but it doesn't. Oh wait, also, I'll save showers for later. I would ordinarily, like, autistically, like, religiously just give them a shower too, but it's down the quest, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh no, I'm at 4:30. Let's see, pick up shit, sneak up, and catch a water type. Let's go to coastal and catch a water type there. And hopefully knock out 2 in 1. Let's see. Let's try a water type in the water. Oh, Luminion. Luminion. Oh god. Don't notice me, little fishy. Don't notice me, and ka-chow. Okay, here we go. Snuck up on. Okay, where's my quick ball? There we go. I don't know how you guys feel about quick balls, by the way. From what I've heard from like memes and Twitter and stuff like that, people don't like people who catch Pokemon quick balls. I don't know if it's like a legendary thing or if it's a shiny hunting thing. I've just heard people don't like trainers who use quick balls to catch Pokemon. Personally, like for quests like this, quick balls are my bread and butter. Simple, easy, plentiful, like Bob's your uncle type stuff. But apparently that's not good for some folks. Personally, I couldn't give two bits. Use quick balls all the time. Okay, thank you. Okay, got some validation here. That's good. Okay, what else do I need to do? Pick shit up, terastallize, just travel. Okay, let me try the greener. Hello, Grookey. I literally did not see you there. Delightful. That reminds me of something I saw. How do you guys feel about, like, big cars and trucks? Like, if you're in America, if you're a red-blooded American, maybe you're a big fan of them. If you're outside of America, I don't know. Personally, I don't like the idea of big trucks. Like, if you're, like, a person who gets called on a lot to, hey, yo, Mike, can you help me move my stuff? I'm moving into my apartment next week. I need you to move some stuff. Like, I can get that. Or if you're, like, a construction worker and the boss asks you to move, like, cement stuff and heavy stuff that, like, a Toyota Yaris couldn't handle, then sure. I get the truck need, but if you're just some random mom pop, like, if you're some random, like, dude living by yourself and you got, like, a desk job, what do you get a truck for? The mini SUV, and I get that a lot when people move. Yeah, I mean, I understand the need for, like, big cars and things like that, especially if you're, like, moving around a lot. But for me, I love my itty-bitty cars. I absolutely adore the satisfaction of just, there's a little parking space out front, like, my neighbors didn't give me lots of room today, oh well. So I just sneak my car in there, just gently, and it fits perfectly. Like, my mom has a Subaru SUV. And she has a hard time getting into parallel parking spots, but not me. I always get the little spots. I'm always happy with it. I don't think I'd want anything bigger because of mileage. Yeah, that too. Like, mine's pretty good on gas mileage. Though if I had my way, from what I heard, smart cars are really good on MPG. I remember seeing one on Facebook Marketplace near me at one point. I was half thinking about, like, putting an inquiry for it. Just because it's extra small, the MPG's good, and from what my car-loving grandpa says, oh, smart car, oh, you need a smart car, it's so good. Very sturdy, you hit not struck, but boom, oh no. He's a wreck, but oh, your car's so good. All good to go, young man. That's what I heard, at least, though. From all the articles I've seen about smart car coverage and people buying them, apparently they weren't all that popular. I don't pay too much attention to car stuff. My grandpa really does, though. But itty-bitty cars are for me. Though I keep hearing, oh, one day, just you wait, young man, you'll find yourself a pretty girl, and you'll have, like, 1 billion children, and then you'll need that minivan. Like, yeah, joke's on you. I'm afraid of women. Joke's on you, Grandma. I'm never getting married. For those who couldn't hear, that was knocking on wood. I actually would like to meet a nice girl one of these days, but that's beside the point. I just want a car with a little bit of height because we flood here a lot. Oh, jeez, that sucks. Thankfully, my area, we don't get a lot of bad, like, disastrous weather. I'm not going to dox myself necessarily. Like, the closest my area gets to really bad weather is hurricanes. And that hits our neighboring states a lot harder than it does mine. Like, the hurricanes, by the time they get to us, they're still no joke. There's lots of howling winds and whatnot, but thankfully, the most we get is, like, flooding in the basement, not flooding the neighborhood. Okay, let's get some grassy glides. I do not want any of my Pokemon learning that just yet. Thank you very much. I mean, the worst... We recently had a tornado warning. My mom and my little brother actually went to the basement for it while I was in the shower. That's a different story. But mostly we don't have to worry about, like, rainstorms. Only, like, once or twice in my lifetime do you remember, like, having to be wary. I remember once I was coming home from work. I work at a daycare, so I get off at, like, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like, all the parents had, like, picked up their kids relatively early because there was a massive rainstorm coming. And I remember that was, like, the worst I'd ever seen it because the roads were flooded. Like, there's this little bridge on my way back home from work. And normally there's no real issue with it. Like, the stream even. Oh, geez, back to the base. Is really low. Like, I would say a solid 10 meters down. But the rain had gotten so bad. It was peaking up over the bridge. After the storm was over, we had to, like, close that bridge down for a little bit and get it repaired because the rain was so bad. I'm near the Gulf of Mexico, so I totally get you on hurricanes, yeah. Again, I'm not going to dox myself, but I'm not quite in the Gulf of Mexico area. I will give him a general dox, and I'm on the East Coast. So I don't have to worry about, like, Hurricane Katrina type stuff. I was more worried about the stuff like hitting New York and New Jersey and Massachusetts and stuff like that. But thankfully, nothing has been so extreme yet that that's made me worry or caused irreparable damage. The Icicle Spirit. Boy. But with, you know, climate change, things getting hotter and colder and more extreme, that unfortunately might be changing. Don't want to get into the politics of it, but I don't know, it's been getting hotter. Or maybe my tolerance for weather extremes has gotten lower. I don't know. Take a photo of a wild normal type? Alcreamy's not normal, it's fairy. Let's find a deerling. Deerlings, or what are they called? The little deer Pokemon that evolve into a... God, I actually forget now. They're all over the damn place. Where are they? There it is. Hello, young lady and or boy. What is your name? Deerling. There it is. Yeah, Deerling and Salzbuck. Thank you. I don't know if I've said this on stream before, but because of my feelings about Gen 5, like, to let my age go a little bit, I was in like my sophomore year in high school, I think, when Gen 5 Black and White was coming out. And I saw the trailers for the new Pokemon. I liked Snivy. I love my snake stuff. But seeing Vanillish and seeing Trubbish, I thought they were the stupidest Pokemon on God's green earth. And I thought, oh, finally, oh no, Game Freak's run out of ideas. Not quite, critically thinking back to other gens and realizing Gen 1 had a literal pile of slime Pokemon and had a Pokeball Pokemon. Like, no, this isn't necessarily Game Freak running out of ideas. This is Game Freak adapting ideas from my area since I'm an American. Like, we're more used to seeing, vanilla ice cream cones and bags of trash. Instead of seeing, like, piles of slime in my area, I see trash bags. Well, thankfully not in my area, though. Every time I go to New York, it's just trash all over the place, which is so gross. Terastallize, Water, Auto Battle. Tepig! Come here, friend. I don't really like doing the grinding on the starter Pokemon in this area. They don't really give you any, what's it called? Where do they all go? They don't give any rewards, remnants, what have you. Kind of stinks. And it feels kind of scummy, too, because, like, that could be somebody's first partner Pokemon. Like, somebody's starting out in Unova, and they need a Tepig somewhere. And now I'm just, like, taking all these guys out and knocking them out. But oh well. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. If you don't, I don't care. Okay, that reminds me of a story I heard about my family. Apparently, when my uncle was young, he'd seen so excited! Wow. When my uncle was younger, on my mom's side, they were all driving in their car and they'd seen a cop pull somebody over. And I don't know if the window was open or not, and he tried to yell it out to the cop. But apparently what he said was, "I smell bacon." Which I don't know about all your opinions on, police work and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into politics of it, but I found that kind of funny. And I am very jealous of him, because apparently from what I've heard, he can, like, crack a joke, an insult, a tease, like, as fast as he can breathe. And I adore that kind of, like, sense of humor. Like, that kind of off-the-cuff, just right at you kind of style. I could never do that. I'm the type that, like, gets into an argument, gets in the shower, reads a book. Like, 5 days later, I'm like, no, I could have said that! Oh, come on. I'm not very good when it comes to, like, verbal sparring. So I am very jealous of my uncle. Water type Terastallize. Auto battle again? Alright. Tyrogue. Come on, Tepig. Get that Tyrogue. Which reminds me, I don't know how you guys do Pokedex. How do you guys, when you play Pokemon games, whether it's like the main line, the side stuff, do you religiously always want to complete the Pokedex? Like, do you feel like the game is isn't over until you complete the Pokedex? I need to know, because I feel a bit shameful saying this, but I never have completed a Pokedex ever. Your OCD says oh no, 6 coins. Oh man, I'm the weirdo then. I've never completed a Pokedex. Like, I always think it's too much trouble. I think the reason I've never completed a Pokedex is because for those who don't know, every Pokemon, like, generation has always 2 copies. And in those 2 copies, there are generation exclusive Pokemon. So, for example, if Pokemon, not actual Pokemon X, but Pokemon X might have Skarmory in it, but Pokemon Y doesn't. And Pokemon Y might have Houndoom, but Pokemon X doesn't. That just pain in the attitude just always turned me off of doing the Pokedex stuff. At least we have some good rewards if you have Pokemon Home. Yeah, that's actually a lifesaver. I play for the premium for that now. What I do is I do play Pokemon Go, and anytime I get a shiny from community days, power hours, random encounters, I can't use them in the game. I just send them straight to home, and I can send them to this game. And actually, fun story. Let me see here. Yeah, if you'll notice this little logo right down here, I got Skarmory from Pokemon Go. I got Leafeon from Pokemon Go. My Feebas, now Milotic from Pokemon Go. This one I actually got in Scarlet. I'm proud of this one. This is from Pokemon Go. Though I put this one in Hisui. And this one I actually grinded for. Yeah, Wet Noodle. Hold on, what were the other messages though? Did you already get your shiny Meloetta? I don't remember. I was never really that big a fan of Meloetta. Again, I skipped Gen 5, 6, and 7 because... Look at your ice cream Pokemon. Oh my god. I never did Gens 5, 6, or 7. I'm trying to fix that now. But the fact that they don't have the EXP share on by default for 5, like the party-wide XP share, it's such a grind. Like, I could do that as a kid, but like, as an adult, a grown man, like, no, I can't do that anymore. I'm trying to start on Gen 6 again. Move the mouse out of here. But yeah, I also like naming my Pokemon like silly stuff. Oh yeah, Black and White also had Pokemon that didn't evolve for a while too, yeah. But for nicknames, I do name my guys silly stuff. Like, I think Wet Noodle is the silliest one. All the rest are pretty serious, actually. I named Kusanagi because he looks like a green sword with the wings. I think Japan had like a grass cutter sword. I always name my Leafeons after like greens. Wet Noodle, he looks like a noodle. Immernacht, for those who don't know German, that basically means forever night. For night is in darkness, you know, opposite of day. Gold Star, I figured just because his shell is gold. And Fedoturia. I was going to go for something like Iron Warrior, or like Iron Soldier or Steel Soldier, in like Latin to make it sound cool and mysterious, but I forget, like Soldier I didn't work too well, so I just went for like Turian from Mass Effect. Like Centurion. I just shortened it, which is apparently Portuguese for something, but I wouldn't know. Alright, we need a swimming picture. Let's get this Seadra. And this Horsey. There we go. Travel, terrestrialize. What? Hey, Seadra. No, Horsey. Can you hold still? Here we go. I went with vehicle models. My Iron Moth is Honda Civic. That's cool. That is cute. Okay. Yeah, I think I went for like elite Haxor names for the rest of my Paradox Pokemon. I'm not going to show them because they're kind of cringe, but went along that idea. Okay, we got a Horsey. What else? Swimming again? I mean, technically this Horsey's swimming. And it works. Oh, sneak up. Who can I sneak up on? Hi, Tyrogue. Boom. Very good. I wish you need to sneak him up, so we'll leave you be now. Adios, amigo. Are you actually kidding me? God, I'm never going to leave this area. Jesus Christ. Terror Raid. Okay, that's something I can do. I think I see one over there. I don't think that's a Terra Pokemon. No, it's not. Yay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Dun 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 dun. That is Tentacruel. Let's change this to... Oh, what is this? This ice type? It's ice type. Let's... You know, I'll go with Immernacht anyway. Just because reasons. By the way, how do you guys... Are you guys taking part in those, what are they called? Something of Ruin? Objects of Ruin? I don't know how that's doing, by the way. I think we just beat the requirements to get the tablets. I don't remember what they're called. The Shiny Treasures of Ruin. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know. Like, do you guys have one you're actually looking out for? Personally, I really want to get Chen Pao. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's like a big fluffer. You need 1 million. We got to 3.5 million since yesterday. Hell yeah, dude. That's good. That's good. I normally don't like take part in stuff like that or like even care about that stuff too much. But I did realize recently that I do use a Chen Pao sometimes. I recently took it off my team because it wasn't shiny. Chen Pao raids start tomorrow evening around 7 p.m. Central Time. Central, so that's like 5 my time, I think. I gotta get on that. Because I really do like Chen Pao. I even have like a little it's definitely my favorite out of the 4. Like, I don't even remember what they're called. Let me look up their names in a sec. You don't gotta put in their names, 6 coins. I'm gonna take a look at them and myself and see what they are. Pokédex. Where's the Pokédex? Okay, here we go. Yeah. Wo Shen we were doing just now. Chen Pao is my favorite. Ting Lu and Chi Yu. Like, Wo Shen's interesting. Because it's like a giant pile of leaves and like tablets. Yeah, Slug's interesting. I won't deny it's got an interesting design. Like, I like the... Again, sometimes I get so excited I mix up my words and I stumble over them like that. It's very embarrassing, but he's interesting. Like, just a pile of leaves, twigs, branches, and tablets that like got cursed. It drains the life force from vegetation, causing nearby forests to instantly wither and fields to turn barren. Kinda wonder what they wrote on those tablets, too. I think the lore is like it was some like wise man who wrote on them criticizing the king. And they got locked up forever. I think. Oh, although I do love my kitty cat. Like, this is just basically like a ferret, or like a ferret mixed with like a saber-toothed tiger. Which I love very much. And I didn't even realize at the beginning that, like, I thought there was like 2 different swords. But then I looked very closely and like see the hilt right here. It's broken up right here. And it goes down through the left side. I really like Chen Pao. It's very, very cute. And then there's also Ting Lu. I don't know if this is anybody's favorite. Like, it's an interesting design. It's like a moose, the giant bowl for a head. It slowly brings its exceedingly heavy head down upon the ground, splitting the earth open with huge critters that run over 160 feet deep. Delightful. And Chi Yu. I think Chi Yu is like one of the more popular ones, I think. Especially in like competitive. I think there's like some strategy you use with Chi Yu that like carries, but the envy accumulated within curved beads that sparked multiple conflicts. It's clad itself in fire and become a Pokemon. Cool. Little goldfish. I cannot wait until Chen Pao becomes shiny and I get to have them. The fish that fries itself. Oh, it's like a kamikaze type strategy. Again, I wouldn't really know. I don't do competitive too much. Travel Terrestrialize. Dragon type. We can get dragon types in that little Unova reference area. Again, I didn't play Gen 5, so I don't really know what the reference is. I think it's like some Safari Zone area that this is referencing. I don't entirely know. Swablu or Taria. There's Trico. There should be some Axews around here. If I can't find Axews, I can always try somewhere else. Mancinos. Oh, that cooks itself for you? Oh. I don't remember what the strategy. I think I used Blast Burn or something, but the last time I ever tried competitive Pokemon was Gen 4. I remember very specifically, I'd watched this this Pokemon TF2 content creator at the time called Merryweather, I think. Remember, I was very excited to go, and I think he was in part of the security detail. Because there was this one really pale, skinny guy whose voice sounded really familiar. I remember my mom was joking like, wow, this guy never sees the sun. And I found out later, oh god, that's Merryweather. Because they announced it over the PA, I think. Which I was very surprised by. And to put a longer story short, I ended up getting into the competition through like random draw. I think I got a Cacnea, and that one got called up. I remember very specifically getting my ass kicked pretty hard, except for my Leafeon. I think I chose to bring in Magnezone, Magmortar, Glaceon, and Leafeon. Because I had a strategy guide that my mom bought me when she bought me the game. And I looked up like what Pokemon had the best stats. And those ones had the best stats that I could find in my, what's it called? I can find my boxes anyway. So I brought them to competitive. I did all right. I think I managed to take out one of his guys. I remember very specifically. My Leafeon was just stalling for nothing. Because I would just dig, attack, dig, attack, dig, attack. And Leafeon was like the last one left standing. Which is half the reason I have my little Romaine in my lobby right now. So I say I'm not very good at competitive. I leave that kind of stuff to folks like Wolfie VGC. I am not the type to get competitive for Pokemon. What is this? Oh, Minior. Cool. Alright, up we go. Lots of dudes. Smeargle. Hate your ass. I don't even know why. Like, for those of you who know Pokemon Go, you might... I don't know if you guys play it yourselves. I know in Pokemon Go, sometimes when you're taking pictures of your buddy Pokemon Go, you'll get photobombed. And I don't know why, but I hate having Smeargle show up. Like, logically speaking, I shouldn't. He gets you extra Stardust, extra XP. He gets extra candies and stuff. Can be cute sometimes, but I just don't like Smeargle for some reason. Maybe it's like the frustration of having to constantly use like better Pokeballs to catch him when I'm trying to run out of my normal Pokeballs. But I don't know, Smeargle just rubs me the wrong way. But I'm probably the weird one for that. Okay, hold on. Okay, Savannah Zone now. Savannah. I don't know how you guys feel about Disney movies. Like, I know most folks probably watch them as kids, but me and my little brother, apparently, we were very fixated on The Lion King. Especially my little brother having autism. He fixated on it hard. Very, very hard. Like, Lion King is just his favorite thing in the world. And sometimes we'll tease him about it, too. We'll try singing, like, Circle of Life and things like that to his face, and he'll just hate it. I gotta learn to stop teasing him, but... I also find it very cute that there is a Lion King Easter egg right up here. Thank you, Simba. Apparently we were so fixated on it as a child, as children, that what my mom had to do to keep us entertained on like a long car trip from like New Englandish area to South Carolina or Florida, she had to put on like the Lion King cassette tape in the radio and play it non-stop for hours. Just keeps entertained. And I imagine she's kind of sick of it at this point. I mean, I'm kind of sick of it too myself. Especially with the remake. Hold on. I know the perfect photo to take. Alright. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Terrasilize. Auto battle. Bye, Simba. I am the new Lion King. Bow down, dear overlord. Oh, well, he'll respawn later. Alright, pick shit up. People need to stop littering and leaving their crap all around. All that the light touches belongs to me. Yeah, pick shit up. Fennekin. I like going to the Savannah Zone for the pick shit up quest, because usually the bright sparkles are a lot better contrast against like the light browns and the light greens, though. Not in this case, it seems. Oh, there they are. 1, to... Is no one over here? Jesus Christ, come on, man. There we are. Okay, sneak up. Oh, that's not sneaking up. That's jumping in the air. I put my hands up in the air, sometimes saying, surprise! There we go. Don't worry, little one. We just needed to surprise you. Alright, we're going to heal up. Did someone just... Okay. Auto battle some more. Surprise! And not a good surprise this time. Go forth, Kusanagi. Spread my name. Okay, coastal, crystallize, coastal, catch a poison type. That's actually good. Right, coastal, no, that's the canyon. This is Savannah. Let's find the big orb. Go this way. Alright. We're going to go to coastal, do a couple quests, and I'm going to take a quick break just to cool off a little bit, get some water, stretch a little bit. Oh, boy. Was high school the best time of your life? I know in, like, Japanese anime, some shows, movies, people always talk about, like, high school as if it was, like, the best moment of their life. Like, they peaked in high school. Oh, I'd pay anything to go back there. I'd want to do this all over again, you know. I was in junior varsity league doing this and that and whatever. I don't really get that feel. I definitely am not that kind of guy. When I was in high school, I was a very nerdy, dorky loner guy. As I am right now, still. But back then, I just didn't really know what I was doing. I like college better, but I was... Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, I don't get why people say, like, high school was better. I personally don't know anybody who says that, but I've just heard the opinion online. Because, like, you don't get to choose much in high school. I got to choose some courses. I was able to pick what language I wanted to do. Like, everybody and their brother wanted to do Spanish and French. But thankfully in my course, we actually got to do German. Which I was very happy about. Like, easily the best part of my day in high school was just going to German class. Because number one, like, we had a really great teacher. I really loved having him. He was always, like, interesting, exciting. He could relate to us fairly well. He was kind and supportive. I really liked German class. Even if, like, as the years went on, from year 1 to 2 to 3 to 4, less and less kids decided to go into the German program. Like, it had gotten so bad. Like, from year 1, there was, like, 15 kids. Year 2, there was, like, 6, 7. By year 3, there was 4. And by the time we were in year 3, we had, like, 6, 7. Year 4, there were 3 kids left who still wanted to learn German. And we had to share a classroom with the other years. Like, for, like, one of my German projects, I had to team up with some of the kids in German 1 and 2. Which felt really weird. It was also very satisfying, because for that project, the idea was that you had to, like, prepare a business presentation about our city to, like, a foreign German investor. But you had to do it completely in German, naturally. And I was assigned the portion about taxes. And for that, I just looked up, like, a list of, like, property tax rules in my city and just translated them to German and just slapped them on the slides. But I had to present them, of course. So what I did was I just had to go, like, full-on Animaniacs, like, the countries of the world. Like, das ist die Steuer, und das ist die Steuer, und die Steuer, ja. Wir haben so viel Steuer, ja. Like, oh my god, there's so many taxes. There's the state tax, and the road tax, and the property tax, and school tax, and this tax, and da. I had apparently gotten so hard, or apparently my German teacher was so impressed, he actually started crying a little bit while he was watching. I'm going to assume he was just really proud of me, and not kind of embarrassed, because I was just reading off a list. But that memory lives rent-free in my head. Because my partners are doing, like, the whole Will Smith arms up, like, look at this guy kind of thing. My teacher was crying. Everyone was impressed. I think they were even like applauses at one point. Like going to German class is my favorite. Wild dark type. Here, we're gonna go ahead and pause here for a quick second. I'll be back in like 5 minutes to get water, stretch, and I'll do that, all that stuff. I recommend you guys do the same. Get some snacks, get some water, bathroom break, stretches, do what you gotta do. Be back in about 5 minutes. I'll leave the music on for you guys while I'm gone though, so be good. I'll be right back. I have returned. And I return with a question. First off, I guess. Thank you. First off, do you guys like playing games with romance options in them? Stuff like Mass Effect, less so like Skyrim, Dragon Age, even like Cyberpunk? I do, to like a certain degree. Like my favorite's definitely Mass Effect when it comes to romance options. Reason I ask mainly is because I feel like it like says something about you as a person, not like in a negative sense. Like there's all those videos of like, here's what your video game romance choices say about you. Like it's like that, like, oh, you're a loser, oh, you're a nerd, oh, you're very assertive, or oh, you're a creeper, things like that. Like I don't know. I feel like it says something about like romantic preferences, which her Godoy, but I didn't quite realize that at the time. One of my like core philosophies is that there's a piece of truth in everything. Like you can learn something no matter what you're doing. I feel like that's true even with video games. Like media, movies, TV shows, things like that. Like the things you like and enjoy and obsess about say something about you and yourself and your likes. I've kind of realized that like I've actually kept a list of like all the characters I like in media, just like see what my preferences are. Like what kind of things do I like in a partner and things like that. Like I prefer, like in Baldur's Gate 3, I think Karlach is cool because she's really big, tall, intimidating. Like, she's physically coded to be like a bruiser, like a I'm gonna beat you up if you talk smack about me. But she's also very sweet and kind and gentle. Like, she just wants hugs, and she can't have hugs because she's got an infernal engine in her chest, and that makes her sad and also rage. It kind of endears me to her a bit. Like, I don't know. I should like Shadowheart more than Karlach because elf. I don't have a thing for elves. Like, don't look too deep into that, but Karlach just, I don't know. She does something to me more. In Mass Effect, I think my preferred romance option was Tali. Tali Zora Vas Normandy. Or in the first game, Tali Zora Vas Naraya. I think the main thing I liked about her when I was playing in, primarily high school was just, I like girls who like me. Because I had low self-esteem at the time. I couldn't really, I couldn't see much value in me myself. So a girl seeing that in me was like, oh, wow. That's amazing. Hello, Kit. How are you doing, friendo? I am yapping and I am grinding BP. I just asked, do you like playing games with like romance options and things like that? Mass Effect, I mainly like Tali. BG, we're probably going for Karlach. Cyberpunk, I might do a new playthrough on Cyberpunk. I had done one like privately as FemV, and I did enjoy the Judy romance because who's the male guy? Who's the male romance option? I think it's Angel, the ex-cop who doesn't quite play by the rules. The dirty cop with a heart of gold. You're doing good. How about me? I'm doing all right. I'm very happy not to use the AC right now, but I have to turn on my little fan because I'm still getting a bit warm. I'm considering maybe doing a new Cyberpunk playthrough. Did you guys play Cyberpunk 2077? I know it was really awful on lunch. Yeah, I'm sure Cyberpunk is bad on lunch, but on launch, there's like a lot of glitches. Things wouldn't work properly. I didn't play at the time, but after all the updates, fixes, new features added, I definitely got interested. Can we have Bidoof on the team? No. Actually, can I even get a Bidoof in this game? It's better on dinner, but Tish. I honestly don't know if I can find a Bidoof. For your sake, Kit, since you frequent my streams a lot, I'll look. But I don't think I can get a Bidoof in this game. No. Sorry. Which one? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like, I don't know if we can have Bidoof in this game, Pokémon Violet. Yeah, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and Legends Arceus. Yeah, Kit is an old-time watcher of my streams, and they really like Bidoof. Unfortunately, I cannot have a Bidoof, so sorry. But as I was saying before, I'm possibly thinking about like doing a Cyberpunk stream. And I might do male V, but as like a baseball bat wielding bruiser. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Inglourious Bastards, the Tarantino World War II movie, but the Bear Jew, like, I forget what his actual name is, but that's vibes. That is just, that's really good vibes. That is just cool. I want to make a character like that. Just big, tall, brawny, will cave your head in without a second thought. Maybe with less of a Boston accent. Go home to Fenway Park. Cali Cars parked in Harvard Yard. All that stuff. But I haven't even done like an actual like tough guy playthrough. My first playthrough was FemV, like I said, but it was a what's it called? Like a swordswoman sort of thing. She used katanas, mantis blades, things like that, and silenced pistols. Like, she was a silent assassin type. And when, shit hit the fan, the alarm went off, she just pulls out her katana and just murders everybody. Deflects all the bullets, just dashes all around. Just the best fun I could ever have in Cyberpunk. I mean, cutting people to ribbons with the mantis blades is fun and all. And I'm also very sad that we never see, like, any heroic characters using mantis blades. Like, even in the game and in the anime, in Edge Runners, I don't think I've ever seen a singular protagonistic or even good side character use mantis blades. It's always like the cyber psychos, tiger claws, the bad guys always using them. So that kind of stinks. But for the next one, I might try the Gorilla Arms, or I might go like full Atom Smasher. Go for the Rocket Arms. That might be interesting. See if I can out-smash the Smasher. But have you guys ever played Cyberpunk? Be curious to hear what your kind of favorite playthrough is. I watched Heavenly Father. He's another male VTuber. Do a playthrough of Cyberpunk, and I forget what his preferred thing was. I think it was shotguns. For just running around like as a solo using shotguns. Which, not really my thing. Though I can understand the appeal a little bit. What was I doing? Terrestrialize canyon. Canyon. We went to the canyon. Need to pick shit up? No. Is someone flying around me? Hi, crocodile. Bye, crocodile. Alright. Off we go. Where's the canyon again? Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go. I gotta check my Crunchyroll, by the way. Are you guys into anime at all? I might know the answer slightly, because most folks who would enter into a VTuber's lobby or their chat and hang out there, or even just like put them on a second monitor, might have a inclination towards anime watching. I figure I'd just ask anyway, because I want to like what people are watching nowadays. I'm trying to keep up with like the seasonal stuff. Like Sakamoto Days is going pretty good. It's pretty nice. It's mostly just action and fun stuff. I don't mind that, but it's not my exact cup of tea. Like I maybe have been bad keeping up. Yeah, I've been lapsing a little bit. Like there's some animes I'm really liking, like Ruri Rocks, I think. That one I was really into. Because I don't know if I've told you this, I used to be a teacher. Mostly at daycares. But I used to go and teach at daycares as the assistant teacher. And like seeing that spark of like, oh my god, this person's figuring out this cool stuff all on their own. They're like liking it and finding it interesting. That spark, I will live and die for. That is like teacher cocaine. We live for that shit, and it's great. And Rorox has a lot of it. I also think that's like very geology focused. Hold on, drill peck. Like I'm not the biggest concerned about all the diamonds and sapphires and amethysts. Like if I was concerned about all of that kind of stuff, I would be going into Skyrim and making jewelry. But like seeing geodes and fissures and talking about like how the land changes and where things go, like that stuff is what absolutely gets me. That is the stuff that absolutely just gets me happy. Okay, hold on, one more drill peck. There's Ruri Rocks. What else? Well, there's the other one on Netflix. The Summer Hikaru died. I'm not gonna spoil that one. I mean, the main reason I'm watching in the first place... Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't do rock throw. Don't do rock throw. Oh, you fool. You fool. Here we go. But that one's very, like, psychological horror, suspense. Also very coming of age, like, homosexual stuff. I'm not gay myself, but the thick, palpable drama you get from, like, coming of age, like gay stories... is absolutely unlike anything else. And I adore that stuff. What else? Yeah, me and my mom watching Anne of Green Gables. I haven't read the original book, but like it's very vibes-based, very like old school cottagecore kind of stuff. I'm not too into like that kind of thing normally, but it's always just very sweet and delightful, and everyone goes home happy and has like warm porridge for dinner, and we all learned our lesson stuff. That's really good. I think they're still going on. I thought they were going to stop at like 12 episodes, but they just keep going. I don't know what else I've been watching. It's Keeping Up with the Amano Sisters, whatever the one is. I originally got into that one because I follow this artist, Kenshito. Let me look it up, actually. Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ah. Hold on. I'm going to do a thing real quick. I'm going to do a thing, I said. Okay. Really quick. I'm going to go to my YouTube and just check my subs. Because I know their name is in there somewhere. The main reason I want to look it up is because they did an outro for that series. Like, the main idea is, like, it's this one little guy. His mom died, and he's moving in with these 3, like, high-achieving sisters. And he has to, like, make a family around that. Gensho Yasuda. Like, I like their shorts and their stuff they make on YouTube. It's all very delightful. Oh god. And they do one of the outros. And I think there's like 3 outros, one for each sister. Like, one of them's a very like overachieving actress who does like mainly masculine roles. So she's like the very typical like woman who's the prince kind of role. And then there's the I guess like Quinn vibes, I guess. That's like Quinn vibes. The middle sister's like an overachieving... Hello, friend. I'm you, but stronger. The middle sister's the overachieving martial arts one, who's very tsundere. And she has Kaguya's voice from Kaguya-sama, which definitely caught my attention. And then there's the youngest, who's like a lazy, know-it-all shogi master. And it's very interesting. But I do like it more when the 3 sisters are like their own individual person with their own personalities, and not just like one person doing echoes. Like the bits where it's like each sister has to have a line or whatever, it makes it feel like they're just one person. It's kind of dumb. That's my personal preference. Beyond that, I can't even remember half of what's been out nowadays. Oh boy. The mountains. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Country roads, take me home. Okay, where is a Pokemon I can catch for free? Chinchou, I choose you! Alright, quick ball. Go! There we go. I'm very happy to get critical catches all day long. Very, very happy. Oh, canyon biome again. Hold up. Is this a good spot? I don't like to half-ass it when it comes to picture quests. If I can get a bunch of Pokemon in there, I'll do it. But like getting one Pokemon like far away off in the corner is kind of lame. I wonder what it's like in the mountains. I remember there was like a bit in Kaguya-sama where they're like debating where to go for summer vacation. The main choice was to either go to the beach or the mountains, which I guess is like a very Japanese thing to do because, you know, thin, like slice of land, island nation. You either go up into the mountains or you go off to the beach. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Nail! Whatever. I couldn't really imagine that. Like in America, we've got the main ones I can remember are the Rockies out west and the Appalachians out east, with the Appalachians being more near me. I couldn't imagine like doing too much in the mountains near me. Although my grandparents do live in the mountainous area near the Appalachians. They're very retired, very happy, and very bored. But they don't really have much to do. They mostly have like a bear that keeps trying to get into their trash, dealing with like coyotes or whoever, the little dogs trying to like get their cats. They had to stop letting their cats outside because the dogs kept trying to eat them. And deal with neighbors constantly shooting, burning stuff they shouldn't be burning. I couldn't really imagine the mountains though. Oh wait, now I realize there's like ski slopes, resorts, lodges, things like that. I don't know. Me and my family don't really do vacations too often. Or at least not when we were kids. Most of the times when it was vacation time, my mom and my stepdad, or my mom and my dad, whoever it was at the time, would just send me up to grandma and grandpa's place. They would take care of us so we could go on vacation. But I kind of understand, because like if you want to go on a cruise or like go to Puerto Rico or Jamaica, wherever have you, you can't exactly drag along a couple kids who just want to stay in the hotel room the whole time and just listen to The Lion King over and over again. Or just complain that we're not at Disney World. I kind of get that. Who else do we need to fight? One more and keep traveling. But nowadays, me and my family aren't even that good with vacations nowadays. I don't know how often you guys go on vacations and travel and stuff like that to like rest, relax, or see stuff. Me and my family can't. We haven't planned a summer vacation in like a good long while. The last one we managed to plan was a cruise through New England and into Canada. And I mainly planned that. It was not cheap on my end. We got to go to a good room. It was really fun. We got to stay for a while. But it was not cheap. It was fun, though. Especially going on the duck boat tours. Which I... Okay, again, I'm very, very Pokemon Go pilled. A terror raid. Let's try finding a terror raid first. I'm very Pokemon Go pilled. So what I would do is on the duck boat tour, they'd be going on the tour saying, "Oh, here's this congressional building. Here's this thing from the Revolutionary War. Here's that and that and that." I'll be on my Pokemon Go, just spinning stops for gifts to send to friends. Half listening to them, and mostly just spinning stuff and trying to catch stuff. Although I did, thankfully, every now and again, once I got enough gifts, because for those who don't know, Pokemon Go has like a limit on how many gifts you can have. Hold up. Grimer, Ghost type. Yeah, one of these will do. Challenge alone. Good. Thankfully, it would, like I was saying, we get a maximum number of gifts after a certain point, and yeah, I actually had to look at things. I couldn't get all that many good pictures because I think I tried to get onto the side of the duck boat, but I think it was in the middle anyway, which kind of sucked. Well, it was definitely fun. But because of my my disability, I have like a moment. I have a mobility disability, so it's hard for me to get up, move around, and go places, especially walking wise, because it feels like there's a cheese grater on my hip. So the duck boat was definitely good for me. Oh, there we go. But it would have been nicer if I could take my time, go slower, chill, go from place to place. The duck boats are pretty fun. It's especially fun going to the going in the river. I remember the exact main reason I wanted to go on these duck boat tours was because I tried to go on one. Me and my school went to Philadelphia for a history trip. And we were about to go on a duck boat tour. But unfortunately, the river was apparently too choppy that day, so we couldn't go on the river. And I was very pissed. I was so let down because I really wanted to go into the... Was it the Hudson? Not the Hudson. Hudson goes through New York. Not the Delaware. Is it the Delaware? Hold on. Let me ask the robot. Hold on. What river goes through Philadelphia? The Delaware and the Schuylkill. Oh, interesting. Oh, thank you, Novel Lady. The Delaware, yeah. We didn't get to go through the Delaware River that day, which stunk. But we did get to go through the river through Boston. Don't remember what it was called. And we got to go through the one in Halifax, which was fun. But me and my family are not very good on planning vacations. Hopefully next summer we'll plan something good. We were talking about like going to Boston on our own, Canada again, possibly going out to like Seattle or whatever. We're never very good. The Charles, thank you. Goodness, Novel Lady, you're so smart. Canyon, where is it? Canyon. We're going the right direction. Speaking of like geography, how good are you guys at that? But again, I'm so very excited to talk about all this stuff. I can't get a word out correctly. But how are you guys at geography? Like your local area geography, national geography, worldwide geography. Like, as a Civ player, like Sid Meier's Civilization player, I got fairly good. Not the bestest at it. Like, there's some places I don't really know where they are. Christ. But I'm fairly good. Like, there's all those videos of, like, late night comics going, like, horror Americans can't figure out where Canada is or whatever. But I can figure out where a bunch of countries are. I'm pretty good at it. Like, I think my main areas of weakness are Africa, especially West, East Coast, and Eastern Europe. I'm not very good at it. Because I remember, like, hearing news about the Ukrainian war, like Belarus, Russia, and I couldn't place half the countries. I know Ukraine is on the Black Sea. Christ. Because Russia wanted a port that they could get goods through and smuggling things into them. But, you know, their North Sea ports weren't all that great, so they needed Black Sea access, because they could get that through Turkey fairly easily in not Constantinople, that's the old name. They could get it through Istanbul fairly easily. But getting it through the North Sea with all the NATO allies blockading them, or like restricting them at the very minimum, wasn't always easy. Because once they get through the Black Sea, get past Istanbul, you can go through the Suez Canal, the Mediterranean fairly easily, and then Russia's got no port access. Another thing I didn't realize about Russia is they got a lot of rivers. And fun fact, I don't know if you guys realize this, but the Vikings are actually fairly important to Russian history. Because the Viking longboats were mostly made for like coastal raids, river raids, things like that. Just easy access. Because you can take a longboat there, they're probably not going there. So they took their longboats to like northern France, English shores, Denmark. They even made to Italy somehow. And they also took the Rus and Kiev rivers. Wherever the rivers are. Remember they took them down to like the heartlands of Russia, Belarus, Georgia. I don't know about Georgia. Isn't Georgia in the Caucasus Gates? Again, my geography with Eastern Europe is not great. I mainly know where like some countries are in Southeast Asia. I know about Indonesia and relative to the Philippines, relative to South Korea, Taiwan, and China, where Hong Kong and Macau are. Things like that. But if you ask me where, like, Sierra Leone is, I can tell you where Sierra Leone is. It's in Liberia, on the west coast of Africa, near, Sierra Leone. Oh, God. I know there's the two colony countries that both the United States and Great Britain established to send freed and emancipated slaves. I think America set up Liberia, and I think the UK, England, set up Sierra Leone. I don't know if France set up one too. Like, there are gaps in my knowledge. Like, someone like Cleo from Phase Connect would know better than me on this. Oh, Jesus. But I'm fairly good on geography. Pick shit up, sneak up, poison type. I'm not sneaking up on you guys. Hello, you cuties. Oh my goodness. Look at you. You're such a cutie patootie. Oh. You're so cute. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Y'all have a good one. Let's go away. Ooh. Trico. Catch. Yeah, Mincino Party featuring Trico. Oh, sounds like a VTuber cloud in the making this. Okay, Coastal. Pick shit up. Poison. Poison types. I don't think there's any poison types in this area. Are there poison bugs in Savannah? Let me go to Coastal, because I think there was a quest for Coastal. Yeah, let me ask you guys. I know some of you guys might be Pokemon players since you're watching here. Venonat is Poison Savannah. You guys think about Venonat, but let me ask this real quick. What kind of Pokemon do you like? Like, I figured I have a type. My type is, like, Rare and Edgelord. Because I have my Iron Valiant and my Ceruledge. They're very edgy boys. Like, you could cut yourself on their edginess. They're pretty cool, and I like them a lot. Because they're very edgy, swords on the arms. Like, my inner teenager would be proud to have them on my team. But I also have, like, cute ones. Like, oh yeah, Kusanagi's kind of an edgelord. But I also have, like, rare ones like Milotic. And my cutie Romaine and Gold Star. The Gold Star is kind of rarer, I guess. I like the fun ones that cause the most grief with people. You're a troll, 6 coins? You sound like a troll to me. Which I don't mind. People have their fun in their own ways. As long as it's harmless fun, who really cares? Oh, Wobbuffet. Oh my god. Wobbuffet. God. Oh, Mirror Coat. Delay. Reduce damage. Oh, god. Wobbuffet's definitely a Pokemon. Fighting against it's not my favorite at all. Like, for those of you guys who don't know, my style of battling and just gameplay period is just, I am the hammer, and everything around me is the nail. Oops, hold on. If the nail does not go in, the nail will break. Both of these outcomes are acceptable to me. So I just like strong stuff. Although, before I had Romaine, who did I have? I wasn't using Romaine for everything. Oh yeah, I was using Superior. Yeah, Rex Regum. Because, again, I like my snaky boys. I almost had a party full of snake-likes, because Gold Star's close enough to a snake. Slug, snail, whatever. Wet Noodle is very snake-like, more like a sea serpent. Flygon vaguely matches that. Rex Regum, definitely a snake. And Lieutenant Snuffles, my Chen Pao. I like to call him a kitten snake. Though I will credit Zayfrank on YouTube for that one. My Pokemon have to either be like cute snakes, danger snakes, edgelords, or just rare. I definitely have my own type. Pictures. So I can get a Tentacruel or Tentacool. There we go. I'm gonna play for a Tentacool. Better chance of getting him that way. Come on, let me... Whatever. Here we go. God, with my style of Pokemon, with my style of gameplay rather, I'm not very good with competitive or rental Pokemon. God bless people like Ray Narvaez Jr., aka Brown Man on Twitch, who can go into rental Pokemon lobbies or Pokemon Stadium and have a fair degree of success. If I try doing that, I'm dying. Brother, what do you want me to do with this Volbeat? I don't know what to do with a Blossom. Where's my Skarmory? Where's my Cerule Edge? Give me Scizor or give me Rayquaza. I don't want to use this Pikachu. I'm not very good at strategy, long-term thinking with Pokemon. That's just not my thing. Just let me do my thing. Let me smash hard and win. Okay. Ooh, Sneak. That even bleeds into other games like Assassin's Creed a little bit. With the older ones, you had to definitely sneak a lot. You didn't necessarily have to too much for certain sections, but for the most part, you are an assassin. You assassinate people. The connotation of assassin is sneaky, stealthy. But half the time, you can just throw a smoke bomb, just run up to dudes, stab them real quick, hit him with a sword if you need to, and boom, bang, bum, Bob's your uncle. Especially in the later ones, like Assassin's Creed Origins, Odyssey, even though I love Odyssey, you couldn't even assassinate half the characters without certain hidden blade upgrades, which I hated so much. What do you mean I have to fight this senator? What do you mean Marcus Aurelius didn't die in one hit? You kidding me? My brother in Christ, he's a senator who doesn't do any work. He's a literal lazy asshole. You're telling me this guy goes to the gym 20 times a day? His muscles are made of concrete? Bro, it doesn't make any sense. But I still love that game very much. because it like definitely delivers on the power fantasy a lot. Like I loved, especially Odyssey, because I remember very, very specifically, I had my Cassandra kitted out in like white gold armor, with like Greek stories etched on it, and carrying a flaming culpritous sword, and a poisoned like Poseidon trident that let you breathe underwater. And that was the most fun I've ever had in a game. It was great. But I'm still upset that they couldn't let me assassinate characters in one hit. Like an AC, like where did they even change that? Like AC 1, 2, 3, 4. Unity? Was it Unity? No, it wasn't Unity. Syndicate? They didn't play Syndicate, actually. I played it a little bit. I think it was after Syndicate and Origins. I think. Have you guys played Assassin's Creed? If you know, can you tell me? Because I don't remember. I think it was in Origins where you couldn't assassinate certain targets without enough health. Savannah, pick shit up. Let's pick shit up real quick. But I still love Assassin's Creed a little bit. Oh, hold on. Oh, up. Hold on. That's a ban. Sorry, brother. We do not spam in this chat. Yeah, as a new streamer, I do get a bunch of bots like that. It sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, if I was more desperate and in more need of viewers, then yeah, I would maybe give into that, but no, it's scummy, it's stupid, I don't want to do it. Like, I would rather have an empty lobby and talk to the void than talk to an army of bots, which, apparently, fun fact, did you know that Twitter is 75% bots right now? According to, I forget what report it was, the dead internet theory is actually starting to prove a little bit true. Slightly more than half of all internet traffic and users are bots. I mean, Twitter I can understand, because that's like the porn bots. Like, hey, handsome, I have my nudes in my bio. Why don't you come click them? Which I can kind of get. But I wish it wasn't true. Like, I want to believe that the art people I'm following on Twitter aren't just like AI bots spewing out garbage. Like, there's one channel that I'm kind of maybe skeptical about. Like, they do a lot of Pokemon fan art, mostly Cynthia, Dawn, a little bit of Carmine every now and again. Like, and for those who don't know, Carmine from Scarlet and Violet and Cynthia from Pearl, Diamond, and Platinum are my favorite characters just ever. Like, I would die for them. I would take a bullet for them. I would take a buckshot bullet for them, really. But they do a lot of art. Like, a suspicious amount of art. I don't know if they're like a studio like Meriwether Comics, who has like multiple artists, assistants, studios doing multiple things at once. Which is why they can post out lots of like Cynthia drawings and Skyla drawings and things like that. I really hope they're not bots, because I really do like what they do. Like, if you want me to get into a game or a movie or anything, tell me it's hand-drawn or like has artists. Like, if it's animated, like for those of you who were here last stream, I did a little bit of Slay the Princess. That is definitely a hand-drawn style, and I adore that so much. I adore it. Like, someone had to actually pull out a pen and paper, stylus and tablet, whatever have you, and drew. That is gorgeous. That's amazing. I live for it. It's why I'm still into games like Hades and Hollow Knight and things like that. Just art is so fucking fantastic, and I love it. Oh, wait, hold on. Which kind of reminds me, like, I'm not going to get into the politics of it, I swear to God, but have you guys heard about the Markiplier AI thing? I've skimmed some headlines on Twitter, so from what I know, it sounds like Markiplier was, like, advocating for, like, ethical use of AI. People are shitting on him for it. That's why I posted something I haven't watched it yet. I'm assuming it's he's advocating for ethical use of AI. Like, in my opinion, the way AI should be used is not to make the art. Artist game, can you play Grease? I have not played Grease. I will put that into my Steam watch list right now. But Just from what I've seen, like the best way to use AI is like in the Spider-Verse movies. From what I heard, they used it to like help them with monotonous details and things like that. They didn't use it to make the movie. They didn't like pull Miles Morales' stuff out of nowhere. Like it was the detailing. Like AI should not be used to make. It should be used to help. I forget who said it, but someone put it best. Like AI should be used to like do my laundry and taxes, so I have more time for my art and my hobbies. AI should not be doing my hobbies and my art, so I can do more taxes and work. Like we're taking AI in the wrong direction as far as I'm concerned. It's technology. We're not getting rid of it. Like that's like saying we should break the cotton gin, or we should break the like industrialization. Just because someone is like one person is not liking it doesn't mean we're gonna get rid of it. Someone will still use it no matter what. I personally don't use AI myself. Like I don't use ChatGPT. I don't use Grok. I don't use all the other stuff. And thankfully, I don't talk to a lot of people, so I don't hear everyone saying, "Oh my god, I use ChatGPT as like my boyfriend. He gives me advice and stuff, or he gave me this cute picture." Things like that. Like AI is just that's not what it should be for. AI should be the assistant to humanity. Like I don't like what it is on Google right now. Like, the way it's being used on Google right now is not great. Like, what it does is it scrapes information, whether it's true, false, in the middle, and just regurgitates it. If we had a system for, like, tagging certain information and statements as, like, true, valid, invalid, contested, whatever, that would be good and could help. But, like, right now, it's just spewing up information, regardless of truth, validity, or whatever. Hello, Flygon. It could be massively improved. It could be a massive improvement to humanity as a whole. But right now, it's just being used for like putting 3 boobs in a girl. That's really, really dumb. Terrastalize. Just pick shit up. But I'm gonna get off that soapbox right now because I know it's kind of a divisive topic. Every technology is, as far as I'm concerned, just neutral. It's given meaning, life, and purpose once someone starts using it and putting it in somebody's hands. Like in, what was it, Deliverance? No, Arrival. That movie about the aliens coming to Earth and a speech therapist or whatever has to interpret what they're trying to say to figure out if they're here to conquer us or destroy us, or if they're just here to, like, unite. Like, where'd my train of thought go? Oh god, I hate when this happens. I forget what I was even saying. Something arrival, something speech. Ugh, god, whatever. I'll let it go. I really hate when my train of thought just goes somewhere interesting and I want to like pursue that train of thought, but then, whoops, see you later, bye-bye, all done. Oh, I hate being forgetful. Oh, and also, I forgot to ask. 6 coins. You said something about Greece. First off, do you like that game? Second off, what kind of game is it? Because I'm curious. I saw like an artsy-fartsy kind of title. I saw a little interesting like throw screen on it. It's platforming. Ooh, I might be interested then. If it's anything like Hollow Knight, I might be interested. Just compare it to Hollow Knight for me, light puzzles. If it's like hardcore Zelda puzzles, I might have a rough time with it. What is... There's Dynamos in here? Whatever. Picks up fighting, travel. Fighting is in Canyon. It's definitely not as intense as Hollow Knight. Alright, once I get some more money in my bank account, I might buy Grease then. Or once it's on sale. You've got me curious. Because I have a fair bit of games in my Steam library that I haven't touched yet. Slay the Princess being one of them. I definitely could use excuses to just play different games. Because if it were up to me, I'd just be playing Pokemon Hades and Hollow Knight all the time. I need a good excuse to play something other than those 3. But one of these days I might have to get back into Assassin's Creed. Like, I loved Assassin's Creed for like the longest time. One of my earliest memories as a young man was going into GameStop trying to buy Assassin's Creed 1. I couldn't do it because I was like 16 years old, not 18. And then also I tried like playing Assassin's Creed 1 once I actually had it in my hands. And what that happening was, in the first mission, you're like fighting this dude in a mine. You have to get out. And the minute Altair, the main character, gets out of the cave, my Xbox would just spit it back out because apparently it was scratched too much or something. Auto battle, sneak up. Like, and one of my earlier memories is asking my grandma on my dad's side to buy me Assassin's Creed 2. Which I'm surprised she did. Because my grandmas, both of them on my mom and dad's sides, are fairly, not conservative, but they do pay attention to what they're buying. But I still do remember loving Assassin's Creed so very, very much. Not Assassin's Creed 1 too much. It's very repetitive, very same mission-y, like, Altair, I need you to go to Jerusalem. You will stalk this man for 8 nights. You will find all his concubines, and you will interrogate them, and you will find out why he has betrayed the assassins. And you find out something, they paid him a lot of money, and the assassin was like, I did this because the Templars, they bring order to the world. You cannot stop them. Bleh. Like, Assassin's Creed 1 wasn't the greatest. It was interesting, sure. But Assassin's Creed 2 with Ezio, oh my god. That was fun. That was great. Like, he had a personality. Like, I loved Ezio so much. Every single game I play that lets me customize, I have to check if they'll give me a little scar. Like, using my model here, hold on. Do something really quick. Like, let me see. Using my model here for a quick sec. Like, every time there's a customization options in a game, I look to see if I can get... Hold on. Oh, wait, crap. Ooh. This will be a bit trippy. I'll just describe it to you. Hold on a sec. Zoom out. Okay. He has a little scar going from his top lip on the right, on his right side, to his bottom lip on his right side. And every time there's customization options in the game, I have to look and see if they'll let me do that. Just because I love Ezio so much. Travel, fighting, pick shop again. I loved Assassin's Creed 2. Brotherhood was really fun, getting recruit different assassins to the cause. That was always fun. Assassin's Creed Revelations was alright. It wasn't necessarily as fun, but it was interesting. Like going to Constantinople before the fall, before it turns to Istanbul. Like getting the hook blade was interesting. Seeing the Hagia Sophia, that was interesting, but it wasn't quite the same. Like, I liked Assassin's Creed 3 too, just because it was like in my local area-ish. Well, like New York, Boston, not entirely. But it was like in a period I was very familiar with. Revolutionary War America was definitely my jam. Even if Connor himself was kind of fairly one note and mellow. I mean, I don't know. It's not my favorite character. He's not my favorite protagonist in Assassin's Creed. That's, yeah, again, Ezio. Edward Kenway was fun. Like, oh my god. Playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag for the first time was very fun. Like, all the, like, collecting shit, running around, finding treasure chests on this one island out of, like, 3,000. Wasn't the best. But going around, destroying island fortresses, doing this and that was very fun. It was definitely interesting. I didn't know the history as well, but I liked Assassin's Creed 4. I didn't quite... How'd it go next, then? Was Unity next after 4? And then there was Syndicate, Unity, Syndicate, And then I think they go into Origins? You can tell how long it's been since I've actually touched these series. My plan was, before I started streaming like the way I am now, I was possibly considering just doing a whole like game library catalog full way through, like Yakuza 0 through to Like a Dragon, Assassin's Creed 1 to Valhalla, or like other things like that. But right now I couldn't imagine doing that. That would be a lot of work and a lot of effort. I don't know if a lot of people would be interested in Assassin's Creed 1. My plan even before was I would like do weekdays, we do main quest stuff, and weekends I would do side questing, grabbing all the little shit around the map. Like, oh god, Assassin's Creed 1, map collecting, flag collecting rather. Feathers in Assassin's Creed 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. It was a plan, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. We'll see later on if I get more followers, more people following along and doing things like that. We'll see. Ooh, flying guys. Where'd, there they go. Okay. Off we go. Are there any game series you guys are really big fans of? Oh, thank you very much for the follow, 6 coins. I mean, it's your call, honestly. I understand that not everyone's going to like new indie VTubers. Like, for a guy who has only like a couple followers, like with small lobbies, even me, myself, I'm kind of hesitant to do that. Like, I remember there's this one graph, MapHat and others showed folks. That was like new age adoption or whatever it was. Like, it was a graph showing the rate of adoption of like new things, new ideas. Things like that. And it started off slow. Like, only like 1 or 2 people would follow, like, do this thing, worry about this thing, things like that. If you want to know what you think of Greece, if you get a chance to try it. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm poorer than a church mouse right now. My financial situation is not great. One of these days I will try it, if I can get it on like a Steam sale with more money. But maybe stick around, maybe I'll try it one of these days. But the graph was like, it's slow to adopt at first, then early adopters get into it. As more and more early adopters get into it, like from there, more and more people get into it. And by then, like most folks are into it. Right now, I'm to like the early stages of like VTuber development. And don't worry, you're not pressuring me or anything. There are lots of games out there. I heard about Greece. I heard it was interesting, but for me, I'm not entirely sure what it's about or if I'd be interested in it. I might give it a try. Don't worry. I'm a fully grown man. You are not pressuring me into anything. It is perfectly fine. Auto battle. And speaking of, I'm probably going to wrap up this stream in like 15 or so-ish minutes. Because yapping is a lot of work. And as a very withdrawn, shy, antisocial guy, I don't do it too much. So this muscle is not being very flexed. Ooh, more guys. Get the execute. Alright, Scyther's next. Oh man, I really like Scyther though. I still have... Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't worry about it too much. I know my limits, but I appreciate your consideration. I remember one of my earlier memories in elementary school is I was hanging out with this one boy. I think he was like... might have had a physical disability or something like that. I'm not going to like dox his name here. But my mom would have me go on the bus with him, go to his house, and just play with him. Remember once we were trading... I was giving him a Scyther. I was either giving him a Scyther or I was helping him evolve it into Scizor. I do not remember. I think this is Pokemon Fire Red Leaf Green. So... I don't recall. I think it was for evolution. Oh, Jesus. I had a lot of fun memories of Pokemon. I to this day, still regret so much giving it up in high school. Like, I feel like that's a natural thing to just happen. Like, when you're just getting adolescence, you're growing up, and you're trying out new things, and trying new ideas out. Some things naturally just fall by the wayside because, man, I'm a grown-up now. I don't need this childish crap. Which is just wrong. It is so wrong. Like, if the folks in your life, like, understand, like, they'll understand. My friend skipped Gen 7 and Gen 8 because she had kids, so life changes that. Thankfully, that's not a problem for me. Though I do remember, I think there was, I was getting my hair cut once, and, like, long story short, again, the hairdresser was, she'd have a husband and kids, and she was still playing Pokemon. So I understand, like, kids are very, very needy. They're very time-intensive. So I can understand if they feel like they have to give it up, but hopefully they can join you. Like, even for me, myself, what I used to do is at one of my jobs, at one of the daycares I used to go to, at the end of the day when there was like 4 or 5 kids left, I would pull out my Switch and ask if they want to watch me play or if they want to play it themselves. This was around Sword and Shield time, so they would watch me play against like Leon for like the champion battle. They would watch me play in the little camp out stuff. The kids grow less dependent. She picked up Scarlet. Nice, nice, nice. But I do remember half the kids having lots of fun, making the curry for the Pokemon, playing with the little cat toy, throwing balls around. They liked it a lot. But one of the girls was very clever. She kind of realized that no matter what she did, she wasn't going to get a really bad score on the curry. Which I did tell her, yeah, there's you can't really fuck it up too badly. She was very clever. I think another time I was playing, I have the kids play Let's Go Eevee. Because, of course, I have to be edgy and different. I picked up Eevee and not Pikachu. Which, fun story, my first Pokemon game ever was Pokemon Yellow. But I was having them play that, and she was doing the co-op with another little boy. She was fairly clever and fairly well put together. She knew what she was doing. The little boy was very needy, very excitable, very, I want to do this now. So they had a hard time doing the... One of the things you can do in that game is you can, if you're doing it 2-player, you can throw the ball at the exact same time, you get like a friendship throw, whatever it's called. And they had such a miserable time. Because it'd be like, okay guys, 1, 2, 3, go. And she would go first immediately, and then he would go like last. They would never, ever get it right. But, God bless. Like, they had themselves some fun. I had myself some fun. Oh, boy. Okay, I think what I'll do is, I'm not even looking at the quest anymore. Let's do the TM thing real quick, and then we'll go up and challenge some trainers. Okay, there's a thingy over there. And for those of you guys in chat who have actually played Scarlet and Violet, are there any particular trainers or characters you really like in Scarlet and Violet? Like I've said before, Carmine's my favorite. Like, I don't know. She's just really interesting to me. Just as a character, as a design. I also like Arven. Because, like, who does not love a good boy and his dog story? Like, I nearly cried when Mabosfet opened his eyes. Like, I hadn't even realized before his eyes weren't open. I thought those were just how his eyes looked like. But then he fed him the sandwich with the Herba Mystica, and he opened his eyes, and... Oh, God, it's a tearjerker. So Arven's pretty cool. Yeah, Clavel. Oh, so God. Yeah, Clavel was very interesting. Especially, who was the... What was his disguise? Clive? I always found it very cute. He would always try and pretend to not be Clive. Like, I have no idea who that man is. No, Mr. Clavel sounds like a dork. Never heard of that man before. Anyways, my fellow children, why don't we do this and that? Oh, jeez. Though I do love the fact that he actually took responsibility for the school's lack of accountability during the whole bullying Team Star incident. Like, that is good stuff. Most of the time in, like, education, like, the horror stories I've heard of, like, we have zero tolerance for bullying in this school for victims. If you're getting bullied, shut up about it and just let it go on, because I don't want to deal with this stuff. Now, another $1 billion to the football team. Thankfully, in high school, at the very least, I wasn't very bullied. I did have a hard time with it in middle school, though. Just because, well, to be fair, everybody was having a hard time in middle school. He was doing his best to fix the previous dean's mistakes, yeah. Yeah, God bless. It wasn't even his can of worms. It wasn't even an issue he caused. But he still stepped up. God bless that man. The person in charge of the school. I don't remember what it was either. I think it was dean or something, or headmaster. I do not know. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in some coaches. We're going to battle them really quick. It's going to be pretty much a wipe, I think. And we'll log off the stream for today. All right. I am willing to take suggestions if you guys have any guys you like all that much. I've already done Katie. I've got her gold thing. I've got Larry's gold thing. I tried Arvin and Katie last time because I figured they would talk. Like, be like, what's your favorite, cake recipe? Oh, darling, I just love, cream pies and this and that and stuff like that. But, like, nah, they just didn't talk. Also, Gesundheit. Also, thank you for the, Tish, they weren't ready to talk. Nice. No, I think it was, Arvin was talking to Kieran at the time. Anyway, who should I call? I like Rika. She's very cool, but I think I did her last time. Iona's basically very VTuber coded, so I think we'll bring her over. And we'll bring over one more person. Who else? Who would mix well with Iona? Maybe this girl. What's your name again? Tulip. All right, let's bring in Tulip. Because I feel like very, famous, very fashionable ladies, they would get along. Yes, I do! Yay! Okay. And we'll do her thingy first. She has psychic types. I'll just put Immernoct here, why not? We're actually, wait. Romaine can step with Sunny Day. And we've got other stuff here, so let's see. I'll do a bit of my voice acting. No, darling. Why, I haven't gotten an invite to collab on your stream lately. Well, to be super honest, if people see you and me together, they'll start noticing all the ways you're better than me. Don't you talk about my friend that way. Your beauty deserves to be shared. Aw, Tulip, stop. I can't even. Ideal beauty is always possible. It's there, just waiting to be realized. I'll sign you up for a bunch of emotional spectrum practices to get you started. Tulip, stop. I can't even. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's talk to them one at a time now. I'm absolutely thrilled you invited me back. By the way, Nullius, do you remember what line of work I'm in? You're a flight attendant. You're a made-up artist. No, she's a makeup artist. Perfecto. You got it. I'm a makeup artist. Along with, of course, modeling on the side. And gym leading on the other side. Not many people here know me. But when I tell them what I do, they perk right up. As well known as the name Tulip is in Paldea, here no one knows me for the next flower. I've got to find a way to tastefully bottle the secret to my beauty. I'd love it if anyone in the world could just buy the total package. Very nice. All right, hi, Iona. Hello, hola, Nullius. Ciao and bonjour. So I followed your tip on what to do a stream about. Chat went nutso for my terrarium tour, especially when my little Magnemite pair went on a smash rampage in Chargestone Cavern. Some Academy-ish types even sent me a thank you for the good PR. Yahoo! That was a smash hit. I'ma stick around this blueberry place looking for more stuff to stream. So if you got any other tips, let me know. Only me. Yeah, chat, are we cooked? Let's do Tulip first. We have Romaine. I think bug types are still good against psychic types. We'll go here first. Hello, Nullius. Are you ready to pursue quintessential beauty together? Are you proposing to me? Oh, wonderful. Let's head to the battle court. All right, let's go, ma'am. You are challenged by Gym Leader Tulip. All right. Bari grab. We're going to do a tiny bit of setup, hopefully, and we'll just sweep. I want Sunny Day, and I want Swords Dance. I want to please stream how long it actually takes you to see Cyndaquil spawn in the Culture Caves. I haven't ever seen one in there. I'm not too concerned about I haven't ever seen one in there. The Claustrophobic Cave. Expanding course. What is this? Owie! Oh, no, 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 no! Well, there goes Romaine. Well, that sucks. Small cave in the polar region, the only place wild Cyndaquil spawn. Oh, yeah, the reason I'm not worried about that is because of, what's it called? It's a thing. Pokemon Go, the Community Day. There was a one for Cyndaquil, so I've got a bunch of shiny ones. Oh, crap. We're just going to do Bitter Blade right off the bat. I've got a fair bit of shinies already lined up, so I'm not too worried about getting more Cyndaquils. And I already have my Pokemon Home account connected to my Legends Arceus, so I can get as many shiny Johtoian and Hisuians as I'd like. Maybe one of these days, Iona will show you where it is. Now you see me, now you don't. Missed me, missed me. Oh, thank God. Okay. There we go. Why does this emu look like Lady Gaga? It's just the short bowl cut looking thing. Del Fox. Alright. Oh God, I've seen too much of you on Twitter. Yeah, one of the downsides of following a lot of artists on Twitter is you'll see some interesting art on Twitter. And certain Pokemon get the artistic attention more than others do. Down she goes. Alright, there goes the harsh sunlight. Gardevoir. Oh God, please don't. Now with the Vaporeon jokes. Like, it's really bad too, because Vaporeon was one of the first like evolutions I ever got. My first playthrough ever on like Fire Red, Leaf Green was with a Vaporeon. I don't need to hear the copy pasta again. Galate is next. I think Novel Lady hasn't heard the copy pasta yet, so please don't post it in chat. The next person to post it in chat will absolutely get banned. But it really stinks. But what stinks worse is, I don't know if you know who Alpharad is. Good shit, him or knocked. Apparently Alpharad's got the worst. Just because every single, like, property he likes gets, like, a Rule 34 made of it. Like Gardevoir, Vaporeon, what was her name? Anka from Animal Crossing? So much. I become all the more beautiful when faced with adversity, you know. Right, here's Forgus. Alright, Bitter Blade. I am the bone of my sword. I couldn't actually tell you the whole thing. For those of you who don't know, there's a chant from the Fate series. I can't even do long story. They call me the bewitching beautician, no looking away, not even for a second. Long story short. I still have to take a hot second. Remember, Florges is not grass. Yeah, because she's very, very much grass-type coded. I mean, she's supposed to be like a fairy of like the woods, of the flowers and things like that. But yeah, you can get easily confused if you didn't know. She's a pure fairy type, if I remember correctly, actually. Ugh. It took a very long while to learn all the Pokemon again after I came back with Sword and Shields. Like, I missed the Fairy type add-in, I missed Mega Evolution, I missed Z moves, but I was just in time for Gigantamax. You really are all grown up. This is not One Shoto, okay? Chill, lady. But thankfully, I'm mostly all caught up now. Well, in terms of beauty, I suppose we're tied. Here's a little something for you. Yay, thank you. I love candy. Battle me again sometime, Nullius. Yeah, my female voice is not that great. I try, but it's not the greatest. Who would be best against Electric Iona? Let's try Gold Star. Gold Star has Earthquake. And we can turtle up for the most part, so we'll go with this. Ooh, actually, I just realized we can do this. PP Max. Let's do this for Earthquake. And now Iono. It's Nullius. Want to do a little battling for the live stream? You say hi to my stream too. Though yours is definitely bigger than mine. Yes, here we go. Off to Battleland. Alright, here we go, Iona. You are challenged by Gym Leader Iono. I gotta wonder. Like, logically speaking, I know, like, it's just a character design trait. Common to, like, manga and stuff. But, like, does she actually have, like, shark teeth? Or, like, does she have prosthetics? Is it, like, a mold? Is it... What? Why does she have actual shark teeth? I do not get it. Okay, Tailwind is not great for me. That's also not great. Please kill it in one hit. Thank you, Gold Star. You're a good boy. Now destroy them all with Earthquake, please. Electivire. Alright, big guy. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, we've got high natural special defense, and now we're getting high defense. So we can tank this. In fact, I'm so confident I'm going to do one more shelter just to turtle up even more. Electrode. Alright. No self-destruct, please. Yeah, ordinarily I think Goodra would like rain, but my Hisuian Goodra has Sap Sipper, so I don't think the rain helps us at all. Electric Terrain. That actually would help for my Iron Valiant, but I already gave it a thing, so we're not going to worry about it too much. Adios, amigo. Next. There goes the Tailwind, alright. It's not going to help too much since Goodra is just naturally slow. Your Intimidate does nothing here. The real issue, I think, is going to be with the Misdrevious. Since that still has Levitate. Belly Bolt. Does this one have a Focus Sash? I haven't battled Iona in a while, so it might have a Focus Sash to help with its ability. Or is that an ability it naturally has? Electromorphosis. Thunder! Joke's on you, nerd. I was already slow to start with. Your thunder does nothing. Belly's good in raids. I don't really cater raids by using different Pokemon. To put that in a different way, I use my usual party of 6 for stuff. Love being able to raid in Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Very nice. My view count's on the rise like a super fast Electros crawling out the ocean. Well, good for you, girly, because mine's, plateauing. Which is fine. Again, I'm a very independent new streamer. Not a lot of people know who I am. It's normal, and it's typically acceptable behavior. It's fine. Alright, I'm only gonna come forth, shiny little light bulb. No one buzzes as super duper bright as you. I'm only gonna terrestrialize just to match her vibes. But competitively speaking, this is not a good choice. Because if she's going to use electric moves, it'd be good to keep that, like, half effectiveness on dragon types. But I'm just going to do this for vibes. Because it doesn't feel quite right if you're, like, tackling a trainer and you don't match them Terrastalize versus Terrastalize. Well, I just realized I didn't do much, Good boy, Gold Star. I didn't do a lot of raiding when I was in Scarlet and Violet. I did a little bit of the, what's it called? Oh, Jesus, that's actually really bad. I did a little bit of the legendary raiding in Crown Tundra DLC. But not too much. Storm Drain and Lightning Rod were so broken in Sword and Shield raids. Again, I wouldn't really know. I didn't do too much. I think I did one for the Matara Khan looking one, the hot cockroach Ultra Beast. Pheromosa. I got a Pheromosa off one of those raids. You smashed that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Hit the like, share with all your friends. Hit the heart if you want to. Jeez. Yeah, you know the drill. You guys aren't dumb. Don't worry about it too much anyway. We got chat blowing up again. It feels weird being an actual streamer fighting a streamer in a video game. That's weird. Your eyeballs are mine. Caught in my electroweb. What's it? Iono. Good for you, madam. All right. We're going to save there and stop for the day. You're streaming a streamer streaming. But who's streaming the streamer? Who's streaming the streamer streaming a streamer streaming? Oh, God. All right, let me just do my typical wrap-up bit. For all of you who don't know, I am Nullius Verba. I'm a male independent VTuber. I mainly stream things like Pokemon, Hades, and Hollow Knight. But I also do other stuff like Slay the Princess, Civilization, and whatnot. If you want to follow me on my social media, you can find me primarily on Blue Sky and Twitter. That's my YouTube. Hold on. This is what my Twitter looks like, Nullius_VerbaVT. You can find my logo with the eclipsed sun, and my banner is always the setting sun. Same on my Blue Sky. You can find me updating my stuff there. For my next stream, I think I'll probably be doing Monday. I might put out a schedule from now on, like a weekly schedule from now on, but we'll see. Regardless, I will see you guys again next time. Have a good morning, day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in your wonderful corner of the world. And I'll try raiding next time. I've been feeling a bit awkward and bashful about raiding, but we might try it again next time. But for now, I've been Nullius Verba. See you guys later. Love you all. Bye-bye.